Blair Walsh to kick off. Ted Ginn is back. Game 3 is happening in Charlotte. Ginn from the 5-yard line. And run out of bounds up around the 23, 24-yard line. Payne has it, and Artis Payne up near a first down. From the 34, it's Payne again. Into a crowd knocked down around the 35-yard line. And this Viking defense, Rondé, one I know you're impressed with. See him today. On 2nd down 8, Cam Newton. Deep sideline throw. Ginn is open. He has the football, and he stayed in bounds.
This is Xavier Rhodes out here in the flat. Needs to get a better rebound and disrupt that vertical release. And Cam Newton with the arm strength to throw it in there. Nice catch by Ted Ginn.
A gain of 31. Rhodes coming off the right knee injury, inactive, and Ginn with that speed. From the 33, here comes a whistle and a flag.
Before the snap, false start. Offense, number 19. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Now from the 38, Cameron Artis Payne, nicknamed Cap by the Panthers, not to be confused with Cam, Cam Newton. Fozzie Whitaker in. He has the ball brought down right away by Harrison Smith. It'll bring up 3rd and long. A 52-yard field goal try. Cam Newton from the pocket. Goes underneath to Greg Olsen, who's knocked down around the 30. So he won't get the first down, but he'll improve chances for a Graham Gano field goal try. Clear the holder, J.J. Jansen, the snapper. And Gano slips it through on the right side. Good from 48. Leads the NFL with a 41-yard kickoff return average, and for his career, averaging more than 30. And from the 5-yard line, Patterson knocked down right around the 20-yard line, and that's where Sam Bradford and the Viking offense minus Adrian Peterson will take over. Let's check in with Jennifer Hay.
As well, Chris, great level of comfort.
Matt Asiata, the running back, and plows straight ahead into a crowd. Sam Bradford, the 2010 #1 overall draft pick. The next year it was Cam Newton.
That time, see if he's able to do that again today.
Asiata, the carry, goes into a crowd. And Luke Kuechly, who else, since coming into the league, he's led the NFL in tackles. And on 3rd down and 7, Bradford does have time. In the air for Charles Johnson and incomplete. He threw into a crowd, and Kuechly was part of it. He did have a block against the Packers, but terrific pinning the opposition inside the 20. This time he wants some leg. It's a high kick. Ginn waving everybody away. Bounces and bounces the wrong way for the Vikings. All the way up around the 42, 43-yard line.
It doesn't give up a bunch of those explosives.
Empty backfield. Cam Newton protected well, and that's Greg Olsen. He's got a first down and near the 40, inside the 40 of Minnesota before he got knocked down. 50th career touchdown catch against San Francisco. Cam Newton protected well again, floating it for Funchess. There's a flag down. The throw's out of bounds.
Illegal contact. Defense, number 23. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That call is on the veteran Terrence Newman. Handoff to Ginn. Here comes a flag late as he went out of bounds.
Holding, offense, number 13. 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
And that call against Kelvin Benjamin. 1st and 16. Cameron Artis Payne waits for a block and is stuffed around the 37-yard line. Let's get a game break. Say hi for the first time today to Carissa Thompson. He fakes. Cam Newton trying to turn the corner and run out of bounds. A little bit of speed there from Anthony Barr. Plenty of time. Open is Brown. And Corey Brown hauls it in inside the 10.
Just a really good throw here by Cam. Combination route between Philly Brown and, I tell you what, in the heart of cover 2 defense, that corner's got to get back and get underneath that throw, but Cam just puts a perfect delivered ball in there.
Whitaker has it. And run out of bounds inside the 5. Bottom of 2nd and goal. Payne the back. Cam Newton has it, and Cam Newton is in the end zone. Touchdown.
And here, that was just a read option. He had the ability to leave that in the running back's gut, but he took it himself. It was an easy touchdown.
Adds to his record, most touchdowns scored on the ground by an NFL quarterback in the history of this league. And the extra point by Gano is good.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both against the defense. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Blocking team, number 92. That penalty is declined. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Blocking team for leverage, number 93. The 15-yard penalty would be enforced on the ensuing kickoff.
Rivera and Cam Newton have a 10-0 lead. 45 rushing touchdowns in his career, and he's only in his 6th year. Attack on the penalty, Gano from the 50. And with Cordero Patterson just going to drive this thing through, which for the Vikings, they'll be starting out better than they were the last time. They'll come out to the 25-yard line. McKinnon now has checked in. Matt Asiata carried the last time in the backfield. And Sam Bradford incomplete for McKinnon.
And the one thing that Jerick McKinnon is going to give you, he's a better shotgun runner than Adrian Peterson.
White 20! White 20 hot!
2nd down, pass caught. That's Stephon Diggs falling forward. Bradford to throw. Completes. Falling for the first down is Kyle Rudolph. Kurt, one of those 7 unbeaten teams. The Giants, the Vikings here as well. McKinnon gets out of a tackle and then gets to the 41. Ronnie, you talked about Diggs being a go-to guy, and he connected right away when Bradford arrived.
A big, big factor.
2nd down, 6. Here comes the blitz. Bradford gets rid of it. And he was hit quite a bit in the win Sunday night. And Bradford goes down. Thomas Davis with the sack.
Right here. Here's Thomas Davis. Here's the much smaller running back trying to block him. Matt Asiata does a better job at this, and Thomas Davis is a multi-dimensional football player. He can cover, he can rush.
Scoring, just sustaining a drive against this Panther defense. Jeff Locke tries again. Back to the 10, he lets it bounce. Marcus Sherrills rolls it forward, and the Vikings down it inside the 10. Thomas Davis coming up with a big play to force the punt. We hope that he's okay.
Number 24. Half the distance to the goal. Timeout.
Penalty called. That'll push the Panthers back just a little bit more. Cameron Artis-Payne trying to get outside and does. Here comes a flag as he's run out of bounds around the 22. Already 5 penalties accepted in this game.
Holding. Offense. Number 84. Half the distance to the goal. Still first down.
Tolbert the carry. Straight ahead. maybe to the 5-yard line. Cam Newton from his end zone. And he's going to go down. It's a safety. A sack for the Vikings and 2 points. Daniil Hunter came in and leveled the 6'5" Cam Newton.
You know, when I watch film of the Minnesota Vikings, you know, they obviously have Brian Robinson and Everson Griffin, but 99, Daniil Hunter is probably the most athletic defensive end on this football team. He plays either side. He can come in for either one of those guys as a sub player, but he is a stud.
So the kick, Andy Lee. Marcus Sherrills, the punt returner, from inside the 10. Boot by Lee. Sherrills gets outside and run out of bounds up across the 26-yard line. Chance with the 27-yard line. And McKinnon stopped short of the 30. Looked like Thomas Davis is back out on the field for the Panthers. Remember, he played through the playoffs, beat up physically. To the community here in Charlotte. McKinnon weaving his way through traffic. Jerick McKinnon with a first down to the 44-yard line.
As any other runner on this team, but just watch the movement in the hole. The quick hitting, changing direction type of player, and he's tough. That's what I love about Jerick McKinnon. He'll put his head down and go through traffic and run over players. He's only 5'9", about 200 pounds.
There's a triple option quarterback back there. Bradford, quick throw, coverage good, and ruled incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted. Going to the ground ahead of Stephon Diggs was Bradbury. 2nd and 10, Viking 44-yard line. Bradford to Cordero Patterson, who breaks a tackle and gets into Carolina territory using that huge frame of his. On 3rd down and 2 for the Vikings. Bradford. Sideline open. Charles Johnson can't hold it. Dropping the ball inside the 10. His specialty, I should say, is Ted Ginn is back there. Waves for the fair catch and has it at the 10-yard line. He gets the football, waiting for blocks, and picks up a couple of yards. On 2nd and 7, Cam Newton looks the other way and flips to Payne. Artis Payne with blockers on a screen, has a first down, tackled from behind by Harrison Smith, or he might still be running. Cam Newton looks at Corey Brown. Now he has to get rid of it. You saw Greg Olsen double covered and a flag down.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense, number 68. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
On the left guard, Andrew Norwell. Well, Kelvin Benjamin hasn't caught a pass yet. I don't think they've targeted him. At the bottom of your screen, Cam Newton hands off to Artis Payne. He slips out of one tackle, so he doesn't lose yardage, but it's going to bring up 2nd and long with Benjamin. 2nd and 12. Cam Newton firing in the middle of the field. He's got Ted Ginn for a first down at the 44-yard line.
The Giant on the other side, you got the speedster on this side. Ted Ginn still fast coming out of his break. Very nice route on that end cut. Great delivery again by Cam Newton.
Ready, hurry up, set it!
Extra pressure picked up. Cam Newton gets knocked down. It's Daniil Hunter again. Corey Brown knocked out short of the 45-yard line. And here comes Cam Newton. And Derek Anderson alone putting that on his stats. On 3rd and 11, he hesitates, and open is Whitaker. He puts a move on. Whitaker. There's a flag down. He's inside the 20, down the sideline, and Whitaker goes out of bounds before he got to the end zone, but the flag is back at the 46 of Carolina.
And unfortunately, Chris, this is coming back.
illegal block in the back. Offense, number 13. 10-yard penalty, replay, third down.
That's the second penalty in this game on Kelvin Benjamin.
And just watch as he turns around and bam, easy call. Fozzie Whitaker did a great job in space right there on those two would-be tacklers. One of them was Anthony Barr. Just
Cam Newton, he's yet to throw an incomplete pass. Mike Tolbert takes that one and is knocked down as he gets just across midfield. Sherrills in his 6th season. Back to receive the punt of Lee. A booming kick and a fair catch at the 11-yard line of Minnesota. And it looks like another flag is down.
Illegal motion. Kicking team, number 26. 5-yard penalty. Replay, fourth down.
and they're going to make them kick this again, Chris. And
Sherrill standing at the 10. And Lee drives it deeper. It sticks, and it sticks, and stays at the 5-yard line, and there's another flag down.
During the kick, holding, receiving team, number 56. Half the distance to the goal. Minnesota keeps the ball. First down.
Bank of America Stadium, the Vikings backed up. Manasiana knocked down right away. Kurt Coleman up from his safety spot. No gain on that last play. Adam Thielen is in. Ball goes low to him. It'll be third down. From his own end zone, Bradford completes, but Thielen short of the first down. Run out of bounds by Robert McClain.
good defense again by Carolina.
Locke gets it away. It's a high kick that comes down around midfield. Ginn has it. And knocked down right at the 50. And there's another flag down.
Illegal use of hands. Hands to the face. Kicking team, number 27. The 10-yard penalty will be added to the dead ball spot. Carolina keeps the ball. First down.
Jaron Kearse called for the penalty. From the 43, Cameron Artis-Payne. He's been carrying the workload. He gets inside the 40 of Minnesota on a first down run. It's Artis-Payne again. It'll bring up third down. Need to get to the 32 of Minnesota for a first down. Extra pressure. Cam Newton. It's incomplete for Devin Funchess. The coverage was good. And Arizona. This is a 54-yard try for Graham Gano. It's up there. It's out there. Oh, and it hit the upright. You could hear it echoing through the stadium. Viking offense starting from the 45-yard line of Minnesota. And Bradford incomplete. Low to Stephon Diggs.
Gotta wonder.
Offense has yet to get it going. McKinnon the pitch. He turns the corner, but he's run out of bounds. Kuechly. And Bradford goes down. Carolina with a sack from LeVar Edwards. That's 2 today.
Linebackers sitting in the line of scrimmage, making it all look like blitz. But what they do and do well is drop back in coverage. Sam Bradford is confused by the look. A sack by the D-line of the Panthers.
At the 15 of the Panthers, Jeff Locke from the 30 of Minnesota. High kick. Lets it go and down. A field position game continues as Cordero Patterson, the return man, got down there to down it around the 2. In the field position game, the Panthers lead 10-2. And Tolbert gets up to about the 4-yard line. Cam Newton went out for a play, came back in. Here he keeps waiting for a place to run to, and it'll be third down. It seemed like since that point, the offense has stalled for the Panthers.
So certainly the heat and humidity playing a role today, Chris.
Thanks, Jen. 3rd and 6 from his own end zone. Cam Newton hesitates and then overthrows Greg Olsen. The coverage was excellent by the Viking defense, and it's 4th down. Well, it's up in Minnesota, but they blocked 2 punts in beating the Panthers. They play for a return here, and a good kick by Andy Lee, high. And at the 46 of Minnesota, Sherrills, he slips through. Marcus Sherrills down the sideline, and a touchdown Vikings on the punt return. 54 yards.
I want you to pay attention to these outside guys. They are completely dominated, and when they get taken care of, there's no immediate pressure on the returner, and you just need a couple of seams, and he found them. Good block on the punter by Thielen, and touchdown. Hardest job in football being number 42 in white right there, number 26 Worley here. You got to beat 2 guys, and if you don't do your job on that play, touchdowns happen.
And the Blair Walsh project continues. He misses the extra point. Free for special teams, doing a good job on the punt return, but then the missed extra point by Blair Walsh. Touchback, 25-yard line. Carolina will take over on offense now with a 2-point lead.
See if they can get something going here before that 2-minute warning.
Cam Newton to throw. And incomplete. Took a while to develop. Protection for Cam Newton, who rifles it to the sure-handed Greg Olsen. Just short, as you can see, of the first down. Does Cam keep it? Yes, he does. We'll check in on where they spot that. Let's check back in with Carissa Thompson. The yard line. And the 2-minute warning is coming up. Ball snapped just in time. And Newton's throw is on time to Greg Olsen, who gets across the 45. They say he stayed in bounds, so that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And Newton rifles a throw, and on the ground already, looked like he slipped, was Ted Ginn and couldn't hold it. Pass is caught, and that's Ginn down to about the 45. It'll be short of the first down. Fozzie Whitaker into a crowd, into that extra effort. Good enough or close enough for a measurement. And they say first down. Mike Tolbert has it. He's down to the 36-yard line of the Vikings, and another timeout by the Panthers. So the goal here, right, Rondé, is use as much of the clock and get as many points as you can so that the Vikings have no time left before the half. Extra pressure on Cam Newton. He tries to spin out of it, but brought down by Everson Griffin. A sack for the Vikings. 12-yard loss, and it pushes them out of field goal range. On 3rd and 15. Time for Newton going deep. And intercepted. The ball hung in the air. It's a Viking takeaway for Trey Waynes, who, remember, ended Aaron Rodgers and the Packers' threat last week with an interception.
Well, 3rd and long. No reason not to just take a shot down here. It's going to equate just as well as a punt if you're Cam Newton, but you got your fastest receiver. If he puts it out in front of him, it could have been a chance for a touchdown. But Trey Waynes, who I think struggles a little bit playing the ball down the field, does a great job here securing that interception.
For a certain type of corner, he's angular, his 2nd year. Of course, you got Xavier Rhodes. He also likes Mackenzie Alexander, their 2nd-round draft pick from Clemson. That offensive line of the Vikings, he left with an injury. Missed field goal by Gano of 54 yards, kicking off here to Cordero Patterson, who's bringing it out of the end zone. He puts a move inside, runs into a couple of Panthers and gets up to the 22-yard line. And that's where Sam Bradford of the Viking offense, which has done very little in this game, will take over. Guard spot. Jarek McKinnon the back. Bradford to throw. He has a moment, and he delivers. Catch made going out of bounds. Stephon Diggs, who came in as the top receiver in yardage in the NFL after the first couple of games and hasn't really been that big of a factor. Crowd not making noise here. In fact, a lot of seats empty after the half as McKinnon carries as if they went out for a halftime snack, and the stadium, they haven't come back to their seats. See the openings here.
Here going forward, Chris.
Second down 6. Bradford hit as he throws. McKinnon the catch, but not a first down. Thomas Davis on the play. That 34 total yards of offense for the Vikings in the first half, the lowest for Minnesota since 2005. Panthers threaten blitz. Here they come. Picked up for a moment. Catch made, and it should be good enough. He shoved back, but Kyle Rudolph looked like where he caught it. And it is good enough for a first down.
120! 120 hot!
From the 42, Jarek McKinnon squirts up to the 45. Never went down. The knee didn't touch. He used his hand to brace.
That was a cool little run there.
120!
Matt Asiata in for McKinnon. He gets the carry straight ahead and bursts through down to the 40. A first down for the Vikings. Lifted a warehouse after he got cut. Bradford. Open as Diggs. Steps out of bounds after he caught it at the 25. He did on that play.
120 hot!
McKinnon straight ahead. On second down for Sam Bradford. Middle of the field caught. That's Diggs again at the 15-yard line, and it was two rookies colliding with each other. McKinnon with Bradford from the shotgun. Bradford has time for the end zone, and Rudolph, he caught it! Touchdown, Vikings!
Kyle Rudolph, he was covered, but he delivered it anyways and said, I'm going to let my athlete be better than your athlete, and that's a phenomenal catch.
Shaq Thompson running with him. Shaq Thompson is only about 6 feet, and Kyle Rudolph is 6'6".
And his feet are close there, but
they're confirming.
They got to confirm it. I think they're right. This will show you right here that left foot is inbounds. Touchdown.
That's Patterson in motion. McKinnon, he fights his way in and converts for 2. It's now 16-10 Vikings.
What a tough little runner Jarek McKinnon is. Great change of direction skills. 2-footed jump cut. Runs over McLean. They got their 4-point lead here.
Anxiously waiting. I heard him say, I hope it's after the game. He's in the end zone, and now the kick. And Ted Ginn is bringing it out of the end zone. And knocked down short of the 20-yard line. Another big special teams play. Anthony Harris making it for Minnesota. Half. How will the Panthers respond? Here's Cameron Artis-Payne. Knocked down at the 23-yard line. On 2nd and 6, here comes Cam Newton. Stop short of the first down. Cam Newton keeps and fights to get the first down.
There's no stopping Cam when he wants to do that. Just no stopping him. Because we're about to say.
I'll let you do the jokes. Cam Newton from the pocket for Ted Ginn. Tangled up with Terrence Newman. And no flags. He didn't agree with you. He likes when officials throw flags on pass interference as Cameron Artis-Payne gets up across the 37-yard line again without Jonathan Stewart sharing the running load. On the Panthers side of things, they're not trailing in the game. Off his back foot for Ed Dixon. Incomplete, but there's a flag. And knocked down was Cam Newton.
Illegal contact. Defense, number 34. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Third down. First down now from the 42. Artis Payne goes into a crowd. Clock running here, nearing the 6.5 mark of the third quarter. Extra pressure. Whitaker has the catch. Knocked out of bounds. Last week and over 100 receiving yards. Whitaker stopped at the 47 of Minnesota. A delay to Whitaker with a big hole, and it closes in a hurry. Harrison Smith got there.
Very good play by Harrison Smith. And
he didn't want to let go of his roots. Cam Newton out of the rush, heaving it out of bounds. And we'll try and drop this inside the 10. We saw quite a bit of this in the first half, and it affected the ebb and flow of the game. Right at the 10, fair catch called for by Sherrills, who had the punt return for a touchdown. Asiata, the workload on the ground with no Adrian Peterson. And McKinnon goes nowhere. Thomas Davis leading the charge. Hoping for the Panther defense. A hold off Bradford. Incomplete. Digs the target. Well covered by James Bradbury. From his own end zone. Bradford to Kyle Rudolph. But he'll be short of the first down. And Luke Kuechly of Carolina. Jeff Locke. Again, waited on it, never waited for the fair catch, and went down in a hurry. Cordero Patterson knocked him down inside the 35. From the 34, Artis Payne hit hard, spins around, and got something out of nothing. Benjamin in the slot looking for his first catch on 2nd and 6. There's time, but Cam Newton doesn't throw it, and he's thrown to the ground. Brian Robinson. The spy again. On 3rd down, Newton's pass intercepted. Terrence Newman.
Chris, Cam Newton is befuddled right now by Mike Zimmer's defense. They keep giving him this double-A stuff. All this stuff in the middle, junking up his looks. They either drop out or drop it, or rush or drop into coverage. He thinks he has his receiver wide open, but the vet coming up big with the second Viking interception of the day.
The ball back to the Vikings, protecting a 6-point lead. Bradford has to unload the screen. That's Rhett Ellison. And Ellison inside the 25 of the Panthers.
I tell you what, Chris, has not Sam Bradford looked so much more calm and relaxed?
From the 25, McKinnon hesitates and slips down to about the 22-yard line. Bradford on 2nd down completes again. He is now 9 out of 10. Kyle Rudolph on the receiving end and good enough for a first down. 9 out of 10 in the second half.
And his big tight end has been a big factor of that Kyle Rudolph punch here down in the red zone.
McKinnon is nowhere. But North Turner, who's seen a lot of quarterbacks in his day, he called, when we sat down and talked with him yesterday when they arrived here in Charlotte, he called Bradford an elite quarterback and do just fine. Bradford completes.
Well, it's not very often you lose your quarterback, right, and are able to get a guy like Sam Bradford, who does have that superstar arm.
Matt Asiata, the running back. Bradford looks to throw. Does in the end zone. Incomplete. There's a flag down, and Rudolph may have been held.
Pass interference, offense, number 14. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
A little Michael Irvin in him, and that was more about his attitude. And speaking of attitude, Blair Walsh was in a hurry to kick this through. from 28 yards away. An important kick because now it's a 9-point Viking lead. Ted Ginn standing in the end zone. Last time he ran it out, this time, and he was stopped short. This time he will down it, so from the 25-yard line comes the Carolina offense. Cam Newton from the 25-yard line. The little flip, Ted Ginn. And then a lot of running for very little. Sendejo ran him out. There's a flag down.
Holding, offense, number 73. 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
That's on Michael Orr on the blind side. On 1st and 19. Cam Newton is going to go down. Thrown down at the 5-yard line. Everson Griffin. 5 sacks for Minnesota. Ozzie Whitaker out to the 15-yard line.
2 years in a row.
Cam Newton is in trouble again, and he is, oh, there comes a flag on that hit. Anthony Barr came in strong.
Holding, offense, number 74.
But the flag not on the hit on Mike Remmers, the right tackle.
You're going to see 55. You see him right here on your screen. He's kind of chilling, waiting, and as soon as he knows his quarterback's not getting out of the pocket, he blitz, gets a sack.
From his own end zone, look out Andy Lee. He gets it away, a booming kick. Sherrills inside the 35 of the Vikings. And Sherrills, as flags fly, is brought down short of the 39-yard line.
There's no foul for blocking the back on the play. Timeout.
In the back to me, but a no call. And the Vikings on first down with Jerick McKinnon. Stopped short of the 38-yard line. And the Vikings, a different offense that we saw in the first half. Bradford open on target for the first down to the 42. It's Rudolph again. For Kyle Rudolph, his 6th catch of the game. McKinnon met hard right away. And Kuechly with the tackle. You know, talking about Kuechly and Kyle Rudolph, who he covers him often in this game. Kuechly said he's been covering him, playing against him since high school. McKinnon as a receiver, bottom of your screen. Sam goes over the middle again, and somebody needs to cover Kyle Rudolph for Carolina. He's got a first down inside the 30. And he's figured it out in the second half. McKinnon knocked down right away as the clock continues to run. Now 12, it'd be a long field goal. Trying to chip away and chew up the clock. McKinnon gets down inside the 25-yard line. On 3rd down and 5, Sam Bradford for Adam Thielen. There's a flag down with one hand. He made that catch.
Wow, Chris, what a catch this was.
Holding, defense, number 27. That penalty is declined. After the play is over, delay of game, offense, number 82, for spiking the ball in the field of play. 5-yard penalty, still 1st and goal.
Well, there was the hold, as minimal as it was, but the throw was just sublime there by Sam Bradford, and the one-handed catch. Cannot spike the ball.
Terrific catch. Penalty backs him up at a lose yardage. McKinnon went down as soon as he got the football. Star Latuvale buried him. Matt Asiata, after a loss of 4, is the running back. Thielen in motion. Asiata carries straight ahead. And under 6 minutes to play, it'll bring up 3rd and goal. Bradford gets rid of it. Dark on the video board. Fans waving. Walsh delivering on the road. And now it's a 12-point Viking lead. Get well to Adrian Peterson after the surgery and put on the injured list. Touchback, 25-yard line. Making it tougher on Cam Newton. Open on target. That's Ed Dixon, the tight end.
We saw that
45-yard line.
to a fast start.
Gain of 23 yards on first down. Tipped but caught. Greg Olsen going to the ground with the reception. Not a first down, but in Viking territory. 2nd and 3 for Devin Funchess. Got a hand on it. Coverage was good by Rhodes.
The throw is just a touch shorter.
Delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense, number 1. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Extra pressure. Cam Newton is on target for the first down. Corey Brown for the Rams. Cam Newton is hit. He held on to it amazingly, but Harrison Smith on a safety blitz. Vikings today. Ted Ginn. There's a flag and he's knocked down at the 39-yard line. Trey Wayne's active. You know, he came in as the team's leading tackler.
Now, Chris.
Pass interference. Offense, number 88. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
It's just with Trey Wayne's, his ability to make plays on the ball. And we saw that interception earlier, but
I have to chip away on these 3 downs. And the Vikings know that. Open is Olsen, and he picks up a lot right there, getting down to the 35-yard line of the Vikings. 25. Cam Newton has room to run. He'll get a first down and go out of bounds untouched. Cam Newton high for Corey Brown. For Greg Olsen, he can't catch up to it. No flags. A couple of Vikings were running with him. One of those was Marcus Sherrills. He rifles it incomplete, was trying to go to Benjamin, and they were obviously crossed up, and Sherrills had a chance to pick it. Just in time. Blitz. Cam gets rid of it, and it's intercepted. Todd Johnson fumbles on the back end of the interception, but the Vikings maintain possession.
About 8 guys at the line of scrimmage, and just 97 is going to come right here on a little game inside. Nobody blocks him. That's just confusion, an ill-advised attempt to get rid of the ball by Cam Newton, and Minnesota has their 3rd interception of the day. Now, if you're wondering about change of possession, they have the ball now, so
if nobody recovers and it goes out of bounds, it still belongs to the Vikings.
Yes, and this the element of a catch rule comes into play here for they are in possession.
All turnovers reviewed. Matt Asiata the carry. And unless the Panthers stop the clock, and they do, so they will have 2 timeouts remaining. At the beginning, it has to have some effect as Jerick McKinnon carries.
I know I somewhat agree with you, Chris, and I'm not going to excuse it for them. But this is not the team that we saw last week, and it could have an effect. We don't know.
Seconds before the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 7. Bradford willing to put it up. He flips to Matt Asiata, who won't get the first down. The clock will run to the 2-minute mark. 12-point lead. Viking fans that have made it here watching the Jeff Locke punt, and it bounces into the end zone.
He's came here with a purpose, and they have played outstanding football today, Chris.
They've been difficult on Cam Newton. As Whitaker with a gain up to the 34 and a first down. And the Panthers, just like the Vikings, when there was talk that this game might be rescheduled, moved back, relocated, they all, players, coaches, know we need to play this game. Again, Whitaker, the dump off. He gets out of bounds. One timeout, Carolina. 1:20 to play.
Against this unit right now.
Open in the middle of the field, but he dropped the football. And is that a fumble? There was no ruling of an incompletion on the field. It is another Viking takeaway.
Try to say he didn't, but I think he had it.
The rule on the field is an incomplete pass, third down.
All right, well, they didn't show that.
To us, it looked like it was. You see it in slow motion, and this is the definition of bang bang, right? And if it's bang bang, the officials have been coached to call that an incompletion, and that's what you got there. The game, and today it really was kind of the same.
Cam Newton holding the ball again and sacked again. Inside the 20, and it's Everson Griffin again. 8 sacks for the Vikings to go with 3 interceptions.
Guy that's as elusive and powerful as Cam Newton is.
Corey Brown, but can he get the first down? A swarm of purple brings him down.
Vikings and their defense turned it on too, and we got a victory on the road for the Minnesota Vikings.
Last time the Vikings started 3-0 was 2009, a year they also won the division. They'll host the Giants next Monday night with a perfect record. And the Panthers slipped to 1-2. We'll have more from Charlotte in just a moment.